So were the fans, though, and they really showed up in droves, and they also taught us a thing or two about how to party when you're in Chicago celebrating the regional semifinal. The music is up. The players have been enjoying the ride.
We're going to do our thing on the court. We need you guys to do your things and cheer loud.
And for the fans, this weekend has been all about cherishing moments.
This is awesome. If you would have told any of us this was going to happen like back in November, December, it would seem like a fairy tale at that point.
Go Bears, go!
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, I'm getting texts from guys I haven't seen in 30 years. You know, is that your daughter? Yeah, it is, you know, kind of thing. So everybody's excited. You know, these kind of runs bring schools and communities together. You know, it's awesome.
The Lady Bears haven't played a weekend this deep into the season in almost 2 decades, which makes moments like Saturday's game just a little more sweet.
My mom and dad has had season tickets for like 30 years. And when they won, I called my dad and I said, pack your bags. We're going.
As a double-digit seed working its way through the bracket, Missouri State has provided an opportunity for people to come together and celebrate the Lady Bears.
That's awesome. I mean, we're the Cinderella story, you know, we're the talk of the country, really. Everyone likes a low seed or, you know, that's moving around here.
The story has been because it's been great seeing the young players mature into this role that they're playing.
We've had a great time as a family. My dad, my sister, my husband, and our son.
If you've been to Missouri State baseball or basketball, you've more than likely seen the sign man supporting Bears athletics, but he also gets national recognition time to time for his Cardinals loyalty that spans 4 decades now. As he gears up for yet another playoff run this fall, he took me into his world, showing off his own version of a Cardinal kingdom. Since the mid-'80s, Busch Stadium has been a second home for St. Louis's own sign man, Marty Prather. It's a labor of love for someone who lives across the state in Springfield.
I know every billboard between here and St. Louis.
Over time, he's even had to go on the injured list.
Recently, found out that I have 2 torn rotator cuffs. Currently. Can't be repaired because the tendons have gone back into the arm.
Yet you won't find old signs inside one of the most expansive man caves out there, but instead, countless memories of Cardinals past.
That was the first indoor World Series game was in Minnesota. These are the first 9 rings they won. That's the first thing I hung. I just measured it out. I'm like, man, that's going to just be perfect for that wall. These are all Yachtier's bobbleheads.
From some of the highs.
I love this one. First season at Busch in the 2006 World Series.
To some of the lows.
Of course, I had him sign an eye chart.
Who'd you have sign it?
Dinkinger, the guy who blew the call.
He's been able to treasure those big Cardinal moments, even capturing the ones he wasn't around for.
So this is the 1926 program. There's just a little bit of writing on the top here, but other than that, it's pretty immaculate.
But there are questions about the future.
At 60 years old, the signs are getting a little bit heavy. Every year I say I'm just not going to do it. And then I've actually gone to a baseball game and didn't have signs and missed it.
The trips may slow down, but the sign man will continue to be a fixture at Busch Stadium while also adding on to the memories in his basement.
You know, your signs are only as good as your team. As long as they keep on contending and hopefully winning again, I'll be part of it.
And a new chapter starts this week with the start of the 2019 playoff run.
I go down the golf course every morning like it's my job. Okay, I don't need an alarm clock. 6:30, those eyes open up. 7:30, I'm on the first tee, ready to hit the ball.
Lou Camilli is always ready for golf and doesn't believe in much warm-up time.
I bend over and tie my shoes. That's my stretching regimen. That's all it's going to do is hurt you. Do all that stretching and all that stuff. Ooh, you can't do that. Get up, go on the first tee and hit the ball.
He plays like it's his job, but really he's retired. Most 97-year-olds are.
He's just an awesome person, you know? He's an alien. I don't think he's human. He's just, you never see 97-year-old like this.
Whoa, honey.
He golfed 150 rounds in 2016, but his secret to the fountain of youth is rather simple.
You got to keep away from 3 things. You got to keep away from your doctor, keep away from the hospitals, all you get is staph infections there. and keep with that guy, the Undertaker, follows you around and says, come on, get out, get in the back. Wait, I'm not going ready yet.
He wants to keep moving.
The couch and TV is no good.
As long as he can.
We're all born with a number of beats in that heart. And when your number's up, you're done. Thank God for that high number.
In the meantime, he'll keep working on his game.
Hit the ball, Mary.
And as for right now, he's not looking too far ahead into surpassing 150 rounds this year.
Let's see, if I get off the first tee, I got it made. Okay? I don't know after that, boom, boom, I don't know if that thing's going to beat out.
1 hour at a time he takes it.
Yeah, that's it. We're having too much fun.
As you head out to the park this summer, you may see a different type of game being played, and you may be seeing it more often.
This game's actually been around since 1965, believe it or not, and probably exploded in, this area in 2008.
It's called the fastest growing sport you've never heard of, but pickleball combines a variety of sports that catch your eye.
It's a combination of tennis.
And you've got some ping pong and some badminton mixed in as well.
Played on a badminton-sized court.
There's a lot of speed, a lot of agility, but a lot of strategic components as well.
Jared Smith coaches tennis at Drury, but has traveled to compete on the pickleball courts with his fiancée, Cassandra Gerke, for the last few years. The game is simple.
You serve, you hit a return, both of those balls have to bounce. Then the job is to get up to the line and hit those volleys as quick as you can.
It's a smaller version of tennis, but a bigger version of ping pong, and it's that unique trait that allows you to keep playing.
I had retired and was sitting at home and thinking, I got to find something to do.
But the game isn't off limits to the youngest of players, like 9-year-old Lucas Reif.
I like returning it, and then when we get up to the net and start dinking and everything, I like doing that.
And it's used to bring people together, regardless of experience or background.
You know, this is such a great opportunity because you've got people of all ages, you've got kids, you've got adults, you've got seniors out here all sharing the same courts.
We think it's awesome. We're both former PE teachers. So, anytime we see kids being active and getting involved in things like that, we think it's awesome.
It's very social, and when you first show up, you're nervous and you don't know what to do, and you get around the right people, and they bring you into the game, they teach you the game, and then you just kind of become a pickleball family.
That is so fun. I saw a sign at the Y where I work out that says pickleball, it's the real deal.
That's really funny.
Or maybe it's a big deal. Either way, it's really funny. They offer it, it sounds like, at a lot of gyms and even with the city, too.
Certainly, yeah. It's really everywhere to check out, and it's a lot of fun. And what Karen just said there is very true. Everyone that was there when we were out at that story just was very welcoming to everyone that was there. It was like they were a big family.
And
so really cool to see.
You had little kids and grandmas and grandpas, so many people enjoying it of any age.
Right, exactly. And we also need to point out that group that we were with there helping raise money. You may recall the name Nick Hostler. He was a special needs teacher at McBride Elementary. He passed away last year. They're now having the Nick Hostler Memorial Pickleball Tournament. This is the second year of it. So it's the weekend of October 4th and 5th. All right, the game's played on the 5th there. All proceeds go to the Mr. Nick Playground Fund. It's a playground for special education students.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool to see. So if you're interested, you contact Clint Wade that you saw there, 417-343-5838. Well, welcome back, everyone. Despite a season filled with postponements and cancellations, college football reached the end of the line last night with the national championship pitting top-ranked Alabama against third-ranked Ohio State. Bama coach Nick Saban in search of a 7th national title. Buckeye coach, of course, Ryan Day, looking for his first. He's barely been with the Buckeyes in a short time, though. A lot of success. And early on, it's Ohio State tying this game up. Master Teague running around everyone for an 8-yard score. Great name, Master Teague, by the way. Mac Jones hits Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith later on in the flat. He'll score to make it 14-7 tied. We're knotted up again when it's Jones who finds Najee Harris. Great catch, and then a great cutback to get into the end zone to make it a 21-14 tied lead. And then it is Devontae Smith again. This guy won the Heisman Trophy a week ago, and boy, he showed up in the title game. 215 receiving yards in the first half, everyone. 3 scores. Alabama wins the national title by a score of 52-24, a 6th title for Alabama in the last 12 years. The Kansas City Chiefs will open the playoffs at home Sunday afternoon, hosting the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland got the trip to KC by beating Pittsburgh in Sunday night's playoff finale. The Browns jumped out to a 28-0 lead and then held on to win 48-37. Cleveland got 263 yards and 3 touchdown passes from that guy, Baker Mayfield. But don't forget about former KC Chief running back Kareem Hunt, who scored a pair of touchdowns as well. Afterwards, Hunt said he's looking forward to getting back at the team that let him go. And Andy Reid, pretty understanding of that.
Listen, I get all that, but most of all, I'm happy for him that things are going in the right direction for him, and he's on a good football team. They're well coached, and listen, they won their first playoff game, and there's something to be said about that.
You can watch that Chiefs and Browns game Sunday. Kickoff's at 2:05. You can see it right here on Color 10. TJ Springer, I know you're going to be pretty busy watching those playoffs this weekend, right?